Doctor Who has been in a very rough spot, and a lot of people were hoping that after Jodie Whittaker's departure, the series might get slightly better, but a new rumor is circulating saying that Ncuti Gatwa and Millie Gibson are already exiting the series. I have a few different things to show off, but before we get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, follow me on social media, and consider supporting through Patreon or via YouTube memberships. Now, of course, viewership speaks for itself. These specials that he has been recently part of have not been doing well. I mean, we are talking about Christmas special ratings, lowest of the series. People so far are not buying into their desperate attempts to get viewers back after Jodie Whittaker's disastrous run, but now recent interviews with the actor suggests their future after 2025 may be in doubt. Now, of course, these are just rumors and speculations. Take this all with a grain of salt, but there are definitely some worrying statements that these two have made. It says after only one episode having been released, new Doctor Who Ncuti Gatwa and companion Millie Gibson are already speculated to be exiting this series. The pair are currently filming a second season, set to be released in 2025, but in recent interviews, they have cast doubt on their future in the series. It says that regarding the potential departure of Gatwa and Gibson, the speculation arises from the Doctor Who TV site, which offers their future after 2025 and how it looks doubtful. It was pointed out from Gatwa when he spoke with Rolling Stones in 2023 and expressed a desire to return to theater. Theater kept me warm and it held me all night, even if I was broke, but I'm planning on getting back to it in 2024 after I finish season 2 of Doctor Who. So yes, of course, they already have filmed and finished season 1. They are looking to the future, but of course he is now already talking about in 2024 after finishing season 2 of Doctor Who, he might be going back to theater, and that's really a desire for him. I mean, obviously with this series, the money might not be there, right? They might have not gotten paid a lot for it, but, you know, kind of viewed it as resume material since Doctor Who is a very notable franchise, so it would hopefully lead these two actors into, you know, bigger roles or higher paying jobs. But I find it hard to believe someone who is, you know, getting into doing TV who thinks that they can make more potentially by going back to theater. I highly doubt it pays as much as he'd earn from Doctor Who, and he's been in quite a lot. I mean, it's not like Doctor Who's the only thing that he's been in. I mean, he's been in several things over the years. Of course, he was born in 92, and then he started working for the BBC on a sitcom, Bob's Servant, back in 2014. Since then, he has been in Horrible Histories, the movie, Rotten Romans. He also was in The Last Letter from Your Lover. More recently, he was in a Midsummer's Night's Dream, which was, of course, staged at London's famous Globe Theatre. But his breakout role was Sex Education in 2019. That was Netflix. And he also was recently in the Barbie movie. I mean, of course, he just played one of the many Kens, but it's not like he hasn't been in a lot. And since he's been in, you know, quite a few things, I think it really boils down to him potentially not wanting to be in Doctor Who after 2 seasons unless they end up offering him in an insane amount of money that he can't reject. And it seems like, you know, they've got quite a bit going on, you know, as we look to the future with Doctor Who. I mean, the influx of money the BBC is getting from Disney could definitely help them not only pay him, but potentially up production value. I mean, £100 million is a hefty chunk of change, and we know the BBC's progressive, Disney's progressive, and I think they'll want to keep running with his character because it fits the message, even though it'll lose them money, but they've got the Disney cash to counter those losses right now. So at least for a certain amount of time, they don't care about those profits being down or viewership being down as well, since they've, you know, got that money to lean back off on from Disney, but we also can't say how long it was planned for him to do 2 seasons instead of the generally at least 3 season runs since the restart, but clearly the show's viewership predictions can't be that good looking at what we've seen. Again, we are talking about viewership lows here. The Gatwa Christmas special ratings were the lowest of the series. I mean, we are talking about, millions and millions of viewers who used to watch the series. I mean, back when, Tennant started his run, it was 10 million viewers, and now they can't, hold 4 million viewers. Even 3 million viewers is roughly what they were averaging with these holiday specials. And of course, I don't necessarily think that's only Gatwa's fault. I think that it's his fault. I think that it's the creatives team's fault because of the direction that they're going in. But, look, they're probably starting to look into the second season, and maybe they're looking at the money from Disney and they don't think they can stretch it 3 seasons and they don't think it'll make a profit anytime soon. So behind the scenes, they're like, 2 seasons is good and maybe we can do something else people will watch, but they probably don't have any idea what to do. I personally don't know what they could do to get fans to come back after the Jodie Whittaker run and then this. I mean, what could they ever possibly do to bring fans back? I just don't think that there's anything at all whatsoever, and it doesn't seem like with his run it's going to get progressively better because it's going so progressive. I mean, just looking at some of the statements from Millie Gibson, she said the upcoming episodes will attract a lot of Gen Z and feature many controversial elements. Gatwa had also said the series will definitely address the protagonist's new race feature episode inspired by the actor's very leftist liberal bubble. Like, I'm sorry, this is not what I would want to watch. It's not what any of you would want to watch. And like I mentioned, BBC is extremely progressive, Disney is extremely progressive, and it does not surprise me that we are hearing all of these very negative rumors for, the future of their run, but I just don't think that this, character, this iteration of the Doctor and of course this companion are really going to stick with audiences. I mean, Jodie Whittaker brought a lot of series lows, but I think that this is going to cause irreparable damage to Doctor Who, and it doesn't seem like it's really going to get better anytime soon, just judging by the fact that these actors don't seem like they're too confident in a potential season 3, because even, Millie Gibson had said, I think now that the strike is over, I'll be auditioning again for parts and seeing what's out there. So even she's trying to cast her net as wide as possible, take in other options that may be on the table. And again, Doctor Who is really good resume material, and it's not like these actors have never been in anything, but it just seems like season 3 is up in the air. Of course, this is all rumors, speculations, take it with a grain of salt, but it does seem like these two are not particularly confident in a season 3, and it seems like they're trying to look to the future of after Doctor Who is over for them. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this and of course found it important and informative, make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.